Hey guys. Hello. Okay, so I know I have been missing in action for a little while, but I've just been taking some time to recharge my energy, okay, prioritize my self-care, basically. Chilling. Um, what else? Kind of like just reveling. Is that the word? Reveling. I just been on chill mode, like really understanding what the fuck is really going on, okay? And what the fuck is really going on is we're in the middle of the transformation. I'm in the middle of my complete surrender. Okay, remember how I always used to talk about you got to get to a place where you have to completely surrender. You have to completely surrender your ego. You have to completely surrender. Now, when I say completely, I mean give all of your cares and your worries and your troubles and your frustrations and the future worries, the current worries of what's going to happen and what's in the hurt, all of that has to be surrendered. You have to throw your hands up. You have to let Jesus take the wheel. You got to like give it to God. You have to surrender to the good energy that you're putting out, that you have put out, that you have will continue to put out. You have to surrender to the thought of you shall reap what you have sown, especially if you've been putting out good energy. Okay, yes, it's tough. Yes, it could be a bit of a struggle. Yes, it could be tiresome at times, you know what I'm saying? But you do reach a point where that complete surrender, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it's you're not really worried about too much stuff. And because you're not worried about too much stuff, you ain't tired all the time. You actually have energy. It's not like I'm recharging because I need to recharge my energy. Well, yes, right, but not because I'm just so tired and so worn out. Like, no, like it's almost like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's a level of peace that I have never felt before in my life. Okay. But I actually have a lot of energy, and I have been noticing that I've been using my energy in supporting other people as well. Like, just in general, family, friends, just mentally, like myself, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, how am I trying to explain this? Basically, I've been chilling, okay? I'm in surrender mode. So, surrender mode, I'm not going to listen. Surrender mode feels so good, y'all. And I mean, when you're in surrender mode, what you're really doing, practically, what you're doing is, like I said, all that the worries and shit, you're giving them away. Like you're putting them to the side. You're just like you're focused on the present moment. You're focused on what is happening, even if what's happening in front of you is not like what you want. You're still like finding peace with it and still being able to rock with it. This is not like a close your heart and still holding on to resentment energy. That's not surrendering. Surrendering is you're nurturing those feelings of resentment to release them, to get them out of your energy field. So it's like preparing you to be at a certain spot. So when you're really manifesting and when you're really creating, when it's like really go time, it's going to go like this. You can't really, it's almost like your soul don't want you to go like this right now. If you still have frustration, if you still have resentment, if you still have unforgiveness, if you still have, you know what I'm saying, worries or that type of energy. So it's giving us time. It's preparing us to be at a space. Okay. It's like divine time and allowing the time, as much time as needed for the individual soul. As much time as you personally need is what's going to be given to you. So don't judge yourself on where you are and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is always on time, even if you don't think that it is. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, as a matter of fact, I don't even want to pull this because I pulled a card and I want to read this card, y'all. Okay. The card that came out is Queen Esther, the Morning Star. Sorry if you hear the TV in the background. I just started recording. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Queen Esther, the Morning Star. This says, my ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. My ego is in service of my soul. Okay. So this says, the ego has a timetable that the soul couldn't care less about. When we are feeling stressed or threatened in some way, fear can be exceptionally loud and can inform the ego to work overtime in trying to get something accomplished or to manipulate something to happen. The natural flow of energy that is always at work behind the scenes, the universe's capacity to assist us then gets blocked. So when you're not in the flow, when you're not in surrender mode, you're actually blocking the universe from being able to return your good ass energy back to you because you're not in your good ass energy. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's nothing wrong. Like nothing's like wrong with that. It's like understandable. But at the same time, you have to become aware of that and like practically be logical about it within that understanding and place yourself in the position where you need to be at the end of the day. Okay? That takes time. It takes time. But your intent is to get there, right? When we are in service of love, we are following the dictates of our soul. And when the ego is in service of the soul, divine timing ensues. Exactly. When we release the ego, you're allowing divine timing to do its thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's like not only dealing with you, but that's dealing with whatever's outside of you as well. Whether if it's a person, a situation, whatever it is, that also needs some time. It also needs to be like blessed with divine timing in order to benefit you at the end of the day, because this is for your creation, for each one of us creation. Okay? Esther mastered this art. Even under extreme duress, she listened wisely to her soul. She became a queen by letting her love for her people inform her feminine intuitive powers. She became a queen by letting her love for her people inform her feminine intuitive powers. Some of you guys, listen, you have a high purpose. It is to help people, right? It's to support this change that's happening upon this earth at this time. But in order for you to be in that position, like you got to be, you know, well mastered in that position. You know what I mean? To be the way. This is her imperative. Trust that everything is aligning in divine timing. Trust your soul's voice. Exactly. And that can only come from when you are in your heart space, when you have dropped into your heart space. And you drop into your heart space when you let go of, like I was saying earlier, the worry, the frustration, the needing to know, the unforgiveness, the hurt, the pain, you know what I mean? The unwillingness to be like, nah, I ain't letting that go. You know what I'm saying? Like resentment, all of that. It has no place in divine energy, you guys. I'm so sorry, but it just is what it is. Yes, it's part of the process, but it ain't it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to work. You don't want to work in those type of energies. Put it this way, you just don't want to add those type of energies to your goddamn soil, to your ingredients, to your cake. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to add those type of energies because your cake may be tasting off. You know what I'm saying? My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. Complete surrender is what is required at this time. You have to completely surrender with your heart still open.